Okay, so I've made quite a bit of progress with my CPM single board computer, which is here. And so what I've done is I've connected up the CPU, Z80 CPU, sitting in here, my 32K EEPROM, 64K RAM chip, some memory address decoding logic here, and down here my improved clock. I've got a 16 megahertz crystal clock. And I've got some binary counters which are working as frequency dividers to divide the clock down so I can get different clock frequencies. So I can start with 16 megahertz, 8 megahertz, 4, 2, 1, half, quarter, etc. megahertz. And I've currently got it running at a feeble 125 kilohertz, which is this wire here. So if I move the wire to different places on my frequency counter, my clock, I get different values on my frequency counter because I am running it at a low clock speed. And the reason for that is it's incredibly unstable, unfortunately. I've also originally had the Arduino in here, which is doing all the peripherals, and I've added the SD card reader up here. So I've got in this little SD card here, I've got CPM and some and all the disks for CPM, like disk A, disk drive A, disk drive B, etc., are on that SD card. So it's all, the disk drives are virtualized effectively, and the keyboard and the screen are virtualized too. So the screen and the keyboard go via this USB connection here to my Mac, and so I've got a terminal on screen which acts as the keyboard and the screen for the this little single board computer. So if I go into Minicom, which is a terminal emulation program, which thinks it's talking to a modem, but it's just talking to my computer over serial, it will boot up now into CPM. So it starts off with a few messages about Minicom. Then we get my message from my Arduino IO helper. Then we get CPM itself. Welcome to CPM 2.2, copyright 1979, digital research. But there's the A prompt. And if I type on my keyboard, dir, there are the programs which I have got so far and put onto the A drive. So I found the game of Snowball, which I had when I was a kid, snowball.com.